So I often tell people that what my goal is for everybody, ultimately, the apex, no matter what your situation is, the apex that you could get to for spinal health, in my opinion, is to be able to move the vertebra apart like accordion and collapse it back down. And I've never really shown this to anybody. This is the first time that people will be seeing this. Nobody ever showed it to me. It became, as I thought through that concept of making space between my lumbar so I can move freely and do whatever I want. I realized the muscles have to stabilize there. So it made sense at some point that if you could open and close it like an accordion. And anyway, the way I do it is I kind of go into like a child's pose like this. And if you work with me before, you know that I have this child's pose where you bring your bum up, take a step this way, and when you go back, the spine stretches more because it literally pulls the shoulders away from the hip. And I can do it a little more and see how it's expanding. So this is the expansion of the spine. Your arms are stapled, holding the shoulders in one location, and you're pushing your hips away. So let's show it again, okay? We're here more or less in the beginning. I'm gonna lift my bum, and then I'm gonna start walking the arms out. And I could walk them a little bit and bring them down. I can already feel it. But I want more than this. I might use this just to open the spine a little bit. And then eventually take another bite. Expanding. 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 So this is gonna create the expansion part. This exercise creates the expansion between the vertebrae, and you control it. So you spend so much time doing this, creating the space, and you find various ways to do it. We're forcing it in this position, which is not a bad thing. And then you can create angles with it. So I can do a lateral flexion. And I can do the same thing. I can draw this hand long, and long, and long, and completely open up this side of the rib cage. Make it longer. The wrist further from the hip. Rest back down. I'm gonna come out of that, but I could stand it for a long time. And whatever you do to one side, you should do to the other, so give me a second. I'll try to force it a little bit. So that's the principle of creating space. And then things like I'm doing right now create movement. Just, you have the muscles in this lengthened state. And you're teaching them how to move in the lengthened state. You know, you can make snake type thing. One way I tell people to imagine a rod going through the rib cage. And you want to be able to do that, you know. Float it too. You want to have this strong enough to support your spine. So a lot's happening in this position if you utilize it correctly. And you can dream up whatever you want to dream. Just take those basic things and then you'll make your own things. And so now the exercise. So you've worked through some of this stuff. You're a few weeks, a few months, whatever. Maybe you've got some nerve stuff in your lumbar you got to work through. There's an exercise where all you do is expand it and contract it, expand it and contract it, just like I'm doing right now. The tailbone is going away from the head, growing long. So with my elbows here, it's more like a frog with the elbows on the ground, do that. I can move my hips forward and backwards, away from my shoulders. And by pushing to my forearms, I can create this expansion and contraction. And the muscles literally are learning to open and close like an accordion. And again, you could be going through some nerve stuff that makes it challenging in fighting inflammation and things like that. So you have to be cautious. Some people can experience some discomfort. It's not hurting you, but it's just it's uncomfortable. So working through it is uncomfortable. I hope you can see it and you try it.